Hello folks, just in the garage here tuning up some saws, and I thought what not a better time to go over one of the new saws here I got last year. I just wanted to do a review on it. This saw is a big saw. It's a 661C. I bought it last year primarily for putting it in my Grenfosburg Alaskan mill. So when I ordered the saw, I ordered it with a 36-inch Speedlight blade, 36-inch chain. I had the shop at the boys at Minden Hills filing me down a chain, actually two chains, filed at 10 degrees, more for ripping, but a little bit more about the saw. I also have a 20-inch blade filed at 30%. Regular pitch for cutting up firewood or whatever. But this is a pretty amazing saw. It kind of came from the old, I guess it was 066 Stihl. It was down, that saw was on a little bit less displacement. This saw, then actually the 660 Magnum came out. It had a little bit more displacement, a little bit more new features, and then they came out with the 661. The C is just simply the compression. When you go to start it, you push down the compression button. It relieves some of the compression off the cylinder, so it's a lot easier to start. Some of the basics of the saw, pretty simple. Lots of cc's, almost 92 cc's. It puts out almost 5.4 kilowatts. It's heavy. When you're carrying it around, it is about, I think it's just about 16. This one might be 16.6 with 36-inch. It's a beast of a saw. I was going to go with the 442 or 441, more of a 70 cc saw, but I had Husqvarna 572 XP a few years back. A good saw as well. And I thought, well, I said just so it won't be so hard on ripping slabs. And for instance, sorry, the shop's a bit of a mess, but slabs like that on live edge, I'd want a little bit more displacement. So when I went and talked to the guys, they hooked me up with this. They're not a cheap saw. I think this one came in around $1,880 all in with the chains. Canadian price. It took about a week and a half to get it in. This one actually, in fact, these are German saws, and if it's not my favorite saw, it's definitely my second favorite saw. I'd have to say, out of the Stihl line on using them, I like I like a lot of the saws, but I think my favorite would be the 261, and that was that one was that came from the 026, which is just a stellar saw as well. But no, I just wanted to give you a quick update. We've had about 40 liters of gas through this one. Not an issue at all. Starts good cold, starts good hot. It's got that computer throttle body chip in it, so it's not true carburetor, but it's pretty much controlled carburetor. The neat part about this, as you're cutting it, it gives you more power or takes more power away, depending on what you need. So for the bang for the buck, if you're going to go fell some big trees or cut a lot of firewood up, this would be a great saw. I highly recommend it. Like I said, it's a little bit heavy. It's a little bit more expensive. You're about $500 more than the 441 series, but you're getting one hell of a saw for this one. And so far, knock on wood, not a stitch of a problem with it, and I've used it quite heavy. All right, guys, thank you for watching, and have a good evening.